with you Yannick Thursday, going through the places until 5:45. You listen to Israel Vibe. I'll tell you with coming through. We just reach before Peter though. Believe you me. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, man. Young in the studio way. Peter over the side there, and still in the studio way. We're gonna go through. So, as we usually say, in time we left up on a Thursday, everything happened. So when we come forward, appear all news, still news we have, you understand, but it no matter, because we still have to get it because only pirate FM listeners don't listen to another radio station, understand? So I don't know how much people still look at youth them in a parliament the other day. But you still look at youth them in a parliament, young? Yeah, them really touching, especially the topics where them deal with, about what is it that this system is going to do to alleviate all of these problems that confront little children in Jamaica. Little children, Jamaica, they're on the top of the list when it comes on to abuse of children. As a matter of fact, they're on the top of the list of everything, you know. Yeah, if you have a top 10 of anything, Jamaica in it. Believe you me, it's terrible. And when you hear the youth, them, there's no way you can listen to them youth they attack and don't feel something inside of you, man. Believe you me, things is not all that we thought or think it is. You know, when you hear people attack and politicians attack on radio and this and this and that, them are living in a bubble. Yeah, them living in a bubble, man. Yeah, you talk about poverty and all them something there and murder and all the things them that is not necessary to make a society be sweet and happy and joyful. All of that compact in a Jamaica. Yeah. It's a good thing you have some little things where maintain the people them on a level, like the music. And as we always say, no care even if you agree or disagree with it. The music sometimes helps alleviate the problems for a time and for a while until Monday morning come. Because when Rabbit Pan Saturday, and then the people them go to church though, that also help alleviate the problem. But then when Monday morning come, we start all over again with the misery. And a whole heap of parents, especially those who live in the ghetto of Jamaica, so-called, them really angle them children away. And you have to do a psychological evaluation to find out what is it that tell a woman say she can't take anything when she find and lick her picnic, or box on her picnic, or all them way there, you know. And then you have the man them what treat the woman them, just like how the woman them treat the picnic them. It's like a chain reaction of events that take place. We need to confront it. We need to confront it because it can't go on so. No care how much tourists are come at Jamaica and how much hotel are bill and how much billions of dollars companies are make profit and all them thing there. And politicians have promised you good living. No care what go on. The children them, we need to really confront that issue. And the youth them bring it to light even more clearer. Because you know, them say if fish on a river bottom and tell you, yes, say young down there, believe him. Because me I tell you, it's terrible, man. It's terrible the amount of children where you're here in Jamaica where is abused. Abused by all them stepfather. Yeah, because some of them stepfather no feel so them have no connection, no blood real relationship with the child. Even though them living at the house and all them way there. I'm still can't wrap my head around why a man would be 20-year-old and over. Look at a little 5-year-old and start get all erection. I mean, how that possible? How that possible? Me don't understand that. 30, 40, 50-year-old man see some little 7, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old pick me and desire them in him heart and in him flesh. What we're going to do with these people? Because really and truly, I can't tell them how to just get to all them people there, you know. Make them stop. Yeah, and anybody who have it in their mind, them no bother do it because of where would that it happen. But them going to say it's a savage thing to do. But sometimes extreme cases need extreme cases. And these people who do these things, it's not a matter of just carry them go to court and just lock them up. And then you have to pay for them food and pay for them this and pay for them that. No, sir. No. You must have a mark. Yeah, you like when you're in the Bible, them tell you say, when death a pass through, them go with the blood of the lamb and mark it pan all the Israelite them door. That means say when death a pass through, them know which door nothing touch. Well, in America, them have men who abuse children. Them is put on a list separate from a robber or a thief and all them really. Them put on a list where, yeah, everybody knows, say, you see that brother is a child molester. The only thing with Jamaica that we get horrible when you know, say a child molester in your place. Everybody go for him and just done him right, that's all. Yeah. I don't know why I call it jungle justice again, you know. Because jungle is not a bad place per se. But really and truly, them man need to get a mark that everybody know. When them a walk down the road, everybody knows. So you see that man there, he molest pick me, you know. And I tell him to go gang beat him and all them really. But, you know, him need to get a mark. That's the next man who see it, knows so well, no, him not to do that. There must be ways. Must be ways. And maybe if them give me little of the CMU money and little of the Jampro money, maybe we can really sit down with them and work out certain things to make these people, these big man, all passing. You know, like you have a different. In a Jamaica, if you have a Rasta and a person for left your picnic with, most people are left them picnic with the person. Because they might say, yeah, the pastor is a man of God and him watching the blood of Jesus and baptized. Rasta, dirty Rasta, they must smoke ganja and all them something. But look how we are going. The man who you really, I say, you're supposed to be more secure than any other group of people in Jamaica. Any other group, you're supposed to be secure with a pastor. If you have holiday, you have places where you go, holiday places, you want the pastor to be there because I'm going to be washing the blood of the lamb. But it is not the case. You don't want to trust him, you don't want to trust the pastor either. And that is where we're reaching our consciousness and all. We don't want to trust him. You know? And then you have the mothers who left them picnic in a yard and gone and dance. All them can do is just give them picnic something to eat. And if them come home and the picnic all sleep, them start to lick down the picnic. Me hear mothers that tell them little, not even 10-year-old, you know. 5-6-year-old, some rotted bad one, you know. Them a walk on the road and them put the baby, them put the picnic for walk. Not near the sidewalk, you know. And them a walk near the sidewalk and put the picnic for walk outside, you know, and the car a come, you know. And the little picnic is a picnic. Them a gaze and eye gland thing. The man just grab the picnic and say, what? I get you want to get me, tell me. I get you want to get me in trouble. Me know you tell yourself over years when you walk on road and some rotted wood where them a leg up on the picnic them. It's weird. Where were they? Go and click it. So, this news in the week, you know, them have a big trial go on in a Montego, you know, Montego Bay, not Montego Bay, in the courts. Them have this big trial go on. Well, this brethren who him depend a murder charge. Him decide say him a go squeal pan him brethren them. Hear about it, Peter? Alright. Him depend a murder charge and him decide say him a go be a state witness now. And talk about the leader for the gang. Because them a try put some charge on the leader for this gang, but them a use him now as a witness. Well, Bert Samuels a defend the leader for the gang. And also now this man who is a murder, who is upon trial for murder, make a deal with the state. What them call that thing there again? Plea bargain with the state. For talk. Anyway, meanwhile, him a give statement. Bert Samuels, I think it's Bert Samuels that question him, and the lead, the brother ball out and say, well, to a question where about financing, the brother say, well, you know, the leader for the gang, we usually get money from this, or we pay lawyers and these people, is money where we get from extortion. Bert Samuel jump up at the court. I say, no, I want you to strike that from the records. Strike that from the records. You know, and you know the judge agreed for striking from the records. Yeah, because, no, this brother who claims say, over a period, I must say 2 years, at 12 a female family get killed, murdered. 12 female family get murdered. And him depend a murder charge. But now, him a make it sound like no say it's because him family them were dead. Why him come forward? But him did a murder people. Him did a murder people, you know. And him did a murder people and him never see him for come forward all the while. But now he make a plea bargain for squeal pan him. What you call the brother? What you call them brother, you know? A snitch. In a movie them says a snitch. He must snitch pan him brethren who him claims like him orders for do all sort of thing and all them something, you know. And him thinks that he will get less, like him will get 15 years, he will get 10 years or something like that. So he must snitch pan him friend them. And I claim now say, why, you know, him use 12 of him family members over a period of 2 years and really and truly it's like him can't take it no more than him thing there. And him want the court know say, a whole heap of time, the extortion money is help to pay for finance lawyers. Bert Samuels jump up at the court and say, I object to that, sir. Please strike that. And the judge tell the jury them say, look here, go like you never hear that, you know. I don't know, oh, you can't go like you don't hear something. It's always supposed to be when a judge tell the jury them say, you know, strike that out of your mind. You know, like, oh, you're going to strike out something like that out of your mind, that's that. Say liars and all these people help use money. Them use the money where them extort from people and rob people with to play liars. Anyway, that was really funny. It was really funny that Bert Samuels have a bridge. Bert Samuels have a bridge. We can't go on with anything legal. We always call him still. But I can't imagine Bert Samuels' face in the court when the bridge said that. And right away he just jump up and say, no, I mean, I object. No, we not work with that. And the judge actually tell the jury say, must cross that out. I don't know how you do that. Because that's that in my mind continuously. So that them a do. But everybody know them thing they do. Really and truly now. Because when them criminal they get off a case, and some millions of dollars them pay lawyer, you know, where them get the money now from. No, illegal money them a use all the while. So why a man that feel say every other money where them use for buy them Mercedes Benz and buy them big house and this and this and that. Why it wouldn't be the same kind of money used to defend them from the state? You understand? It's a logical thing. But I guess someone said if he's bringing the lawyers in disrepute. That is the word he used, disrepute. I don't know all lawyer know, you know himself say, that man there is a murderer. And him kind of look at him and say, tell me something, brethren. Me not talk about Samuel now. Me not talk about name you know, Bert Samuel. Me not talk about now, just generally. A liar go look at him crying and say, tell me something, you really did kill the man. Because you know it's personal now between me and you, because me can't go tell nobody say, you tell me this. It's like when you go get confession in the box. Confession in the box, and you say, forgive me, Father, if I have sinned. It's now 10 days since I did have beat up my wife and me accidentally kick over something in her face and all them something. Him not go tell nobody, you know. So you think, because when him going at the rectory, you know, him say, oh my God, man. A fellow coming here to me and say, man, if you heard what he did to his wife, what is his name? Oh, his name is Paul Peter. Paul Peter? Oh, I know that guy. He's done some camera work at a radio station. Don't know what you that's terrible, man. Paul Peter, I know him. He said, if you hear what about tell me that he did to his wife, man, it is horrible. These guys must burn in hell in fire. I don't know what him think I can do to save him. I can't talk to Mary about that. Mary not going to listen to me. They talk about the Virgin Mary, you know, because I know them go to the Virgin Mary before them go to Jesus. You know, it's purgatory. You know that. You don't know what he's saying. Which church you go?
I don't go to church.
You don't go to church?
I go to church.
Then all the while I sit down here so with you, he's a heathen.
Yes.
He's a heathen, brother, we have beside me. But seriously, this go on like say you don't know, say the man is a murderer, and then you turn up in a court and I show evidence to the contrary, you know, and the way you bring your case, you know, it's so logical, you know, that sometimes you get him off. Oh, you sleep. No, oh, you sleep, Rasta. Me don't know, me couldn't take a job like that. Rasta. Oh, you sleep for no, say. The man tell you, say, him do this murder, yeah. Or him do some evil something. And you can't tell nobody say him do it. But you and him know say him do it. And you go in at the court and stand up in front of the people them and eventually get him off of the case. Me couldn't stomach that. It's like he's accessory to the murder too. Yeah, it's like he's accessory to the murder because you know to the contrary, but you get up and say something in there because you have to have some serious reason, you know. You have some liar, you know. They're not easy, you know. Yeah, man, it's like them the dead, you know. When you kill the man, you say, no, look here. Oh, you know that this knife killed the man, and oh, you know that this was the man who threw it. Was it the lighting was there? Was it a dark night or a moonshine night? Did the light glare on his feet or his face? How did you know that? And you know that the man did the murder, you know? And you stand up in the court and defend the man, Rasta, and get the man off of the case. And just go collect your $1 million, your $2 million around the corner. Only to go to the next case now. It's a weird thing, you know. So, this brother now, I put the law office in disrepute. What happened? I have 3 minutes, man. Yeah. He might put the law thing in disrepute. By ball, you know, by talking about extortion money help for pay lawyers and all them things there. And further down the line, it could help for pay some judge too. Yeah, man, me watch enough movie. Enough law that I watch. I see all them something that go on. Even though it's not, sometimes it is true, but the names are there to protect the innocent. You understand? So they don't really actually tell you the name, but the incidents that they might show you is real life incidents. because they might use real life case. And the law of New York is in play when you watch the movie then. Them can't go say something where never is not true upon it. They have to show you say, according to there's a precedence according to this versus that in 2020, 1918. This is happening already. So there's a precedent set for this can't happen again. Them know what them are do. And this is where I go on inside of the judge them now, where the judge them sit down there and knows certain things, you know, and them don't make deal in them chamber already. They call in the chamber and everybody sit down in there and say, all right, guess what now? All right, I'm going to plead guilty, but I'm going to plead guilty to a lesser charge. And we're going to give him this amount of years, spend that, but I'm going to spend this year. And say, okay, all right. And when them go back to the court, everybody go like them don't know what I did. It's like everybody attack like them never have no conversation about nothing. It's a weird situation, cricket.
Good afternoon. I am Hal Shane Burke with the local and international headlines. The budget of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport has been increased to fund new programs and interventions for men and boys. That's according to Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Denzel Thorpe. He was speaking at the International Men's Day event on Tuesday. Mr. Thorpe, who represented Minister Grange, said the government is committed to continued development and implementation of appropriate policies as well as programs to address issues such as inequality, discrimination and gender-based violence. He said the observance of International Men's Day provides an opportunity for the government to pay a close analysis of policies and the legislative framework which are in place for men and boys to achieve their full potential. Scores of residents in Hanover were exposed to the virtues of good parenting and partnership at a recent public lecture in the parish. The event, held at the Bioprist in Lucy on Tuesday, was organized by the Lucy United Church. The audience, which included parents, principals, teachers, students and others, were lectured on how to become better role models and mentors for their children, as well as how to be supportive of each other. Social anthropologist at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Herbert Gale, who delivered the keynote address, said there are benefits in domestic partnerships as they create greater wealth and stability in the family. Dr. Gale, who specializes in social violence, also noted that creating harmony within the homes further leads to fewer gangs and criminal organizations. In news overseas, authorities say measles has killed nearly 5,000 people in the Democratic Republic of Congo after the disease spread to other provinces. Close to 250,000 people have been infected this year alone. The World Health Organization says this is the world's largest and fastest moving epidemic. Measles in the DRC has now killed more than twice the number who have died of Ebola there in the last 15 months. The Congolese government and the World Health Organization launched an emergency vaccination program in September that aimed to inoculate more than 800,000 children. But poor infrastructure, attacks on health centers, and a lack of access to routine healthcare have all hindered efforts to stop the spread of the disease. It is estimated that a global total of 110,000 people died from measles each year. Finally, Israel's Attorney General has charged Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu with bribery, fraud and breach of trust in connection with 3 separate cases. Mr. Netanyahu is alleged to have accepted gifts from wealthy businessmen and dispensed favors to try to get more positive press coverage. He has denied any wrongdoing and said he is a victim of a witch hunt by his left-wing opponents and the media. He has also insisted he will not resign and is not legally obliged to do so. But the announcement comes amid a political standoff in Israel following 2 inconclusive general elections in April and September. And those are the local and international headlines. Major news is at 5:45. From the IRFM newsroom, I am Hal Shane Burke.
Good afternoon, I'm Evan Hewitt with IRFM Sports on the Ball. Guyana Jaguars pacer Ronsford Beaton has been suspended from bowling in domestic West Indies matches with immediate effect. This after Cricket West Indies confirmed that the opinion report by an independent assessor at Loughborough University has found his bowling action to be illegal. The assessment revealed that Beaton's deliveries exceeded the 15 degrees level of tolerance permitted under playing regulations. Beaton will remain suspended until such time as his action is found to be legal, either by an opinion report from Loughborough University or by an independent analysis from an accredited accredited testing center in accordance with the Cricket West Indies regulations for dealing with illegal bowling actions. Beaton is expected to undergo remedial work supervised by the Jaguars franchise and can apply for a reassessment after modifying his bowling action in accordance with the regulations. The 27-year-old Beaton was reported for suspect bowling action during the Jaguars' game against the United States last Monday in the regional Super 50 competition. His action was cited by match officials after he bowled 8 overs for figures of 0 for 37 during the game at the Queen's Park Oval, which the Jaguars won by 13 runs. Purse money of US $100,000 will be up for grabs at the prestigious 52nd Jamaica Open Golf Championship to be held between December 11 to 14 at the Trial Golf Course. This is a massive increase from the $17,000 that was on offer when the championship was held at the Half Moon Resort in 2017. Professional golfers from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Antigua, the Cayman Islands, and Trinidad and Tobago are set to join some of Jamaica's top professionals. President of the Jamaica Golf Association, Peter Chin, was pleased to be launching the prestigious Jamaica Open for the 52nd time.
What we have decided to do is to move around the event. That's what we have always done. But over the last few years, we have had it at Half Moon. But this year, we decided to move it to Trial because Trial has been one of the iconic courses in the Caribbean, hosting the Johnny Walker World Championships and a number of other international events. So we thought, why not have our most prestigious event at one of the most prestigious courses in Jamaica?
That's Peter Chin. Hernan Borja won the championship in 2017, while the amateur section went to Justin Burrows, who was playing in his first Jamaica Open at 16 years old. Finally, in sports news, the president of Russia's Athletics Federation, Dmitry Shalyaktin, and several other federation officials were suspended today with immediate effect by the Athletics Integrity Unit, the AIU. This for serious breaches of anti-doping rules, adding to the federation's woes ahead of next year's Olympics. The AIU, which oversees integrity issues in global athletics, including doping, said the suspensions of 7 persons, including Federation President Shalyaktin, Executive Director Alexander Parkin, Lysenko, and his coach Evgeny Yagorulko, came after it concluded federation officials had been involved in the provision of false explanations and forged documents to the AIU in order to explain whereabouts failures by the athlete. The suspensions come as the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA is set to decide next month on the status of Russia's anti-doping agency after Moscow allegedly provided it with doctored lab data. The Athletics Federation said Shalyatkin would leave his post during his provisional suspension, but was determined to defend himself in court. The Russian Athletics Federation has been suspended since a 2015 report commissioned by WADA found evidence of widespread doping in the sport. From the RFM Sports Desk, I'm Evan Hewitt.
You know, we have a couple things line up here. We have an interview with Mr. Owen Speed, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and we have an interview as it relates to that brethren that said those beautiful words at his valedictory. We have a sister who works at the Edna Manley School who we are going to talk to. The brethren said, why Muta, why them pressure me so much that I have to take a little break. And not that him don't want to come on the radio, but too much pressure, and a whole heap of the pressure come from the people them who them interview, who is against what he did. I am finding it very interesting. The people them who say what him do is out of place and out of tune. I am very distraughted by it, because I am saying it's those beautiful words that it cannot be out of place, or it's out of place if you cuss somebody with it. But if you are exuberantly expressing a goodness, how can it be out of place? And that is what all these people say. All of them. If I use the word, it's out of place. No matter which way I use them, say it's out of place. And them use it. But them are telling us, say, yeah, but them use it in place. At what time is it in place to use these beautiful words? For instance, now, look how Fraser coming here now. And me not like when him coming here. If me say one of these words now, it is an outer place. But it wouldn't outer place because me have say what I feel exuberantly. And him just coming like an angel, like a saint, like, you know. Anyway, give him chance, give him chance. Him ready? Him not ready yet. Him not ready. One moment, okay. Yeah, them really I come down upon the youth like, what is this? I don't understand this. It's words where we should have used now, but that is why it be bad, you know. Because them make everything bad. Like, all right, for instance now, if a man buck him to and said, Lord Jesus Christ, that's a bad word. It's a bad word. Because him can't say Jesus to, you know, Jesus and peace. That is a bad word. Because no word on him, Jesus and peace. It's because him don't want to say Jesus Christ. Him say Jesus and peace. And Fraser that say that. You know, see, it's a bad word. When a man, when a man say murder, no bad word that, Fraser. When a man say murder, a bad word that, you know, or extortion. A bad word, them thing there, you know, extortion, murder, politician, all of these words are bad words. But nobody lock you up because you say politician. You know, nobody lock you up because you say that. Them just see it as a normal thing to say, politician. But if you say, you know, what a beautiful cloth. Why you tie out your sorrowful panic and blood it up? You start to know, get into some deep waters now. You're not supposed to put the adjective before the. You understand, Fraser? At time we stop it though. At time we stop it. Because it not really know what to say. Anyway, the Fraser at time we can come to my studio quick. With Irie Diary. Tune in next week Thursday at 3:05 for Irie Diary with Fraser.
And Muta.
Okay.
Because I'm not leaving out at all. Yes, sir.
Yes. So we're talking about the words that Jamaicans use naturally, and it is deemed unlawful, and also what we call it shows that you have no education. Sometimes people say, you know why them use them word there? It's because them not have no education and them don't know what to say. It's not true. It's a normal thing for Jamaicans to say these things when they are happy, when they are sad, when they are vexed, and when them see Fraser. Them use these words, you understand? So we must know that the thing is only bad when you find the context in which it is used. That's it. But it have its origin way in our DNA, way in Africa, you know. Because if you notice, all of these words is dealing with female parts, female connection to female. And Europeans make it illegal because them don't understand the African way of knowing and understanding spirituality. Because a lot of things that they may see weird is done in Africa. Just like how when you read the Bible, you see man go kill animal, and man go, you know, just do sacrifices, and you see man decides, say, boy, right now, him go wipe out all the firstborn them in Egypt, murder them in the name of him Lord. All of these things, a man throw down snake pan ground, throw down rod pan ground and the tongue snake, a man attack to burning bush. All of these things is in Bible and people accept these things. But we reach here so now and black people, I tell black people through colonial mentality say them words are not supposed to use because it is bad word. A word cannot be bad in its true essence. The word spoken is bad if it is used to degrade or downgrade or curse. And a lot of times when Jamaican use these words, sometimes it's happy. A man win all the jackpot to rat. Hey, you see if me ever win all one of them $200 million there. Me walk around the place with a microphone in my hand and cut some clot. And it's me happy. Me no sad, me cuss clot. And if you have no clot, me put all cocos bag on it and me find paper, me put on top of it too. So it's joke, them a joke. Where them a make the youths go on like say, in a time of exuberance, him do something bad. Anyway, my dearly beloved friend here, very articulate and very sweet. We have, good morning, Miss Douglas.
How are you, sir?
I am okay. No, you are part of the Edna Manley family. You work there. Mm-hmm. And you was at the valedictory service. You were, right?
Yes, I was.
All right. You know, I spoke to the brethren and him said, boy, Muta, I know you. We always buck up down the water lane there with the market. Him always help my wife and him thing there. But I've gone through so much torture and torment with these little false people that I would prefer not to do this at this moment and allow it. I say, well, that's all, you know, because, yeah, we understand that. But I want to talk to you about, firstly, what you think about this backlash that is making the youth feel almost like him do something wrong now. What do you think about what is happening?
You know what, Muta, I've been saying to everybody who's asked me that I think it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we live in a society that's so judgmental, that's so quick to just chastise a young person. And as you said, for me, he was in an unbridled moment of passion. If anybody listened to the full speech, Walden was there for like 17 minutes.
17? He was there for 17 minutes?
The speech was long, but the speech was strong.
Okay.
The speech was personal. He started out by paying homage to his grandmother. It's a youth in a part of his speech. What touched me, the first thing was he said, one has not crossed till all have crossed. Okay. And that for me was his moment of including his colleagues who were sitting there. Yes. And they all cheered. There was another part when he spoke about his grandmother, and he said that he honored her with this achievement. And he used the quote about those who live off the dead and paying homage to our elderly. So it's not a youth that's rude. It's not a youth that is crass and out of order.
Yeah. It's not like me.
He's not as bold. He's very bold, but I would say that he's not one of those students. He was an excellent student in the community. That's why he's valedictorian and also a very bright boy.
Definitely.
So for me, in the moment I have to confess, when he said it, I was shocked. I just looked up at him like, boy, they just said that. And I walked outside at first in shock, and then I started to laugh. Because I thought to myself, in 2 minutes my phone's going to ring because somebody will share that on social media. I'm disappointed in Jamaicans a lot, because I think that we're hypocrites. We're hypocrites to a lot of things, including, I can tell you, there are members of my family who texted me to say that I seem to be endorsing this young man. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're endorsing, and I think your grandmother would have been ashamed of you that you're endorsing a bad word.
Wow.
My response was, context is everything, Muta. And and it's interesting that it has come at a time when we're discussing our language, you know?
Yes.
And making the language formal. So what happens when we make this language formal?
No, but not only that, we have been constantly bombarded with Jamaican chat bad. Yet still, if you go to certain places of foreign, everybody is trying to talk like a Jamaican. I know some brethren from Trinidad who get old and get locked up, and when him go to jail and start to talk, him end up, I get deported to Jamaica because them say a Jamaican, and him never come to Jamaica to my Trinidadian. So the point is that a whole heap we know is saying Jamaica chat bad because it's only uneducated people speak that way. I mean, really.
I tell people when I'm in traffic and a man bad drive me, it's not Jesus Christ that comes out of my mouth.
But if you say that is a bad word, that too.
It's in some context.
Yes.
But for me, what comes out of my mouth is a bad word. And I use the same bad
Which one of the bad words them come out of your mouth?
Delight and excitement. And same with if I cut off somebody, it might just come. So for me, even the conversation that the linguists are having that, in any context it's a bad word.
Wait, them actually saying that? Wait, them actually saying that in any context is a bad word?
Mm-hmm.
Which part of them say that? Which university? Tell me. No, seriously.
Check your brethren. Have a conversation with Lakem. Lakem and I were in a.
Oh, Lakem with him daughter last night, but him daughter was contradicting him totally.
Yeah, but she would though, because she's a liberal.
Yes.
She's completely liberal.
But I never know that Lakem become so conservative.
And that is another thing. You see, all of these older people who were rebels in their youth, who all of a sudden they're paragons of virtue.
Virtue, no, yes.
It's heights of hypocrisy.
So what him was saying? Maybe it's him why the youth kind of feel away.
Yeah, the conversation started with Lakem on social media that it was a poor judgment. And I think that's where we started wrong, because the young man never think about doing it. It wasn't a part of his speech.
Yes.
He was excited.
Of course.
He was emotional.
Like him win $200 million.
I just think we're so quick to chastise and to berate young people, and sometimes we have to give them a chance. Give them a chance to be.
No, but look here now. Lakem, you have a tune name where Peter Tosh sing. BC. The same word where they bring you. Yeah. Lakem love the tune. So how come him get
when I heard the tune first, Muta, I asked somebody who worked with Tosh, what Peter did I think about when he sang that song, and he said, you come from country, you ever want to run duffy?
Yes.
And that the man I talk about.
Yes.
So for me, even within that cultural context, we couldn't curse Tosh.
So people say, that way is a bad, is not supposed, is not acceptable?
It's a bad word, it's not acceptable. What's unfortunate too is that how Edna Manley has been given another beating in this context, because I've heard, Edna, and that's how Edna is, students write on wall and curse bad word on wall. And I'm like, show me the wall. And even if they did, what are we here for? To be a moral police, or are we here to train artists? And I'm not even suggesting that it's okay for people to just get up and tell each other bad word in any kind of context. I'm just saying we have to think about how it was said and what was its intent.
Yes, definitely.
It never means to offend nobody. It never means to insult anybody.
Yes. But it's amazing that people, after a while, get so, I want to use the word conservative. People after a while get so conservative that them feel like them have to take the side where them used to it out against originally. I mean, oh, come you start take the side where you used to lick out so terrible against.
Because some of us are afraid of what others might perceive, and the truth is a lot of us just work on securing our jobs.
Yes.
So we become a hypocrite because we don't want to lose our jobs. So and I just think it's the worst form of killing people's freedom of speech if you can't speak honestly and openly. Yeah. In your heart language, I just think that when something is happening to you that's overwhelming, you're going to draw for what comes to you quickest.
Yeah.
And I'm not even speaking for Walden, but that may very well be the language that comes the fastest to him.
Yes. But I was reading something where this liar with them find a dead man I'm out and him tell me never hear when the gunshot fire to kill the man. I don't remember what his name. Anyway, him saying nobody is going to get him to accept those words in no form, no way. So maybe he's one of those who is feeling that his peer, his buffoon people say these words. You know, I mean, what is where I go on? That's where I go on.
I just think it's taken on extremities. Somebody has begun posting the young preacher from Northern Caribbean University's valedictory address, where he's literally preaching. Because the funny thing about Jamaica is if it's church noise,
yes,
it's acceptable noise. No other noise not acceptable. A man beat a drum, them complain about noise abatement. And the church choir, whether or not they can sing, can disturb you for the whole night.
Half key, pure half key, them are singing at the church.
So it's a very unfortunate situation, and none of us could be responsible adults here at Edna or anywhere to say, yeah man, we encourage students to go and curse bad words if they feel like.
Yeah,
and I said to Waldane, if at any point you feel like you want to get up and apologize to the world or to anybody, that's totally up to you. If you don't feel like it's standing your truth.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad that he has somebody up there.
A little statement. That's what it is. He wasn't looking for no big up.
Yeah, I'm glad that he has somebody in the school that really recognize that as an artist, and it's not something where he would just walk around and say regularly. It's something at the moment, it's a spur of the moment thing. You know, it's feel good. It's a feel good thing.
It's a feel good, and there was an argument about the students who chaired, and in the conversation I had last night to tell them that the students cheering was far more complex than them thinking they cheered because him uttered a bad word, according to them. I put in bad word in quote. The students cheered because they were proud of their valedictorian. They were moved by his presentation.
Of course. When I hear say twice out, what? The youth are not easy. And that we say, you know.
I just invite everybody to, he's as bold as you are, everybody to just take the time out and read his presentation. And when you read it, they'd reconsider all their hypocrite statements that they're making.
Yes, it's a pity though. Sister, thank you very much for bringing some clarity and some perspective differently from what is scaring this youth for not even come my program and know if to talk about it. You know what I mean? We give thanks for that.
Yes. Yeah, man, we give thanks.
And I tell you, you know, you're a very eloquent MC.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I love when you're MCing.
You must tell that to Tony Rebel.
I
want MC Rebel Salute launch about 19 years now, so just tell him some wonders.
All right. I'll definitely tell him.
All right, give thanks.
All right, give thanks.
All right.
Yeah, that was Colleen Douglas. She is from the Edna Manley School. We're just talking about what transpired. And I want to play something that we played last night on the cutting edge from our dearly beloved Pat Clark. You hear it last night? Yes, I want to share it with you, and I want you to listen carefully what Pat Clark is talking about. We're going to come back with it. Telling you that Pat Clark did a Jamaica Rules and Culture last night. That I really want the people them to just stop a little, just for 5 minutes, and listen to this Pat Clark presentation about these Jamaican words. Here we go.
Hi there, I'm Pat Clark. Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. Historically, the evolution of Jamaican patois has not been without a fight from the British colonial enslavers. At the top of the list of words which the colonizers viewed as bad words were words of African origin. Those words were usually used in reference to parts of the female anatomy and their life-creating functions. If properly traced, the words which have come to be known as Jamaican expletives have quite respectable origins. Jamaican curse words that refer to female genitalia and bloody specifics of the menstrual cycle are signs of the potency of female sexuality. This woman power that is summoned in the act of voicing the so-called bad word is an acknowledgement of the creative powers of Jamaican women as mothers and nurturers. It's almost impossible for those of us external to the culture to fully appreciate the explosive power of some of these outlawed Jamaican words. Believe it or not, there is positive energy, not just negative, behind most of these Afrocentric good words which have been outlawed in our society, although they were an intricate part of our culture. From back in the colonial days, the use of those words have been banned because of their powerful and colorful potency. If we look at words from face value, no word can be considered bad. Rather, it is sometimes the context in which the words are used which may be problematic. Some of the words which have been banned in Jamaica and deemed as bad words can be traced back to African spirituality. According to the Boshongo people of Central Africa, in the beginning there was only darkness, water, and a great God. One day the God vomited and the sun appeared. It vomited again and the moon appeared, as did the stars and animals, including man and woman. The God's name was Bomba. Boshongo people tend to refer to this God even when they are swearing. Hence, the B word outlawed in Jamaica is attributed to this source of origin and is also an attempt to outlaw African spirituality in Jamaica by the colonial powers. Procreation is a divine act. The god Bomba creates man and woman, including their most private parts, and Bomba appears to have named the female genitalia after herself. Trinidadian literacy critic and linguist Professor Maureen Warner-Lewis recounts her observation of erotic folk dances in Berbice, Guyana. First of all, the body language, she says, was quite similar to that of the Jamaican dance hall. The leader of the dance circle erotically clapped one hand over her genitals while raising her other hand to clasp the back of her neck. The leader described her action as part of a wedding dance that highlights the significance of fertility. She said the B word refers to the female genitals, a word much used in Jamaica as an obscenity and which has several Central African sources. The Bembe and Nyangambombо is used in reference to the genitalia. So the spirit of fertility is hailed in African erotic dance and female sexuality, but banned in Jamaica. Jamaica has banned the use of the cloth in polite society. So, whereas colorful yards of cloth tend to be manufactured in private, it ought not be dispensed in public. One certain thing is that words used as expletives in Jamaica are a fascinating part of our culture, and foreigners are even capitalizing on them, using them to name alcoholic beverages. Tourists also want to learn our Jamaican curse words and tend to get great satisfaction from the powerful response elicited by these words. It appears that only Jamaicans are forced by law to be afraid of the consequential uses of these words. And now, to end Jamaican roots and culture, here are some words of wisdom from a Jamaican proverb. You can't sit on panko back and cuss cow kin. You cannot sit on the back of a cow and curse the skin of the cow.
Yes, so that is a synopsis of the history of some of our words that is called bad words, that the colonial masters, not understanding the retentive element of what the Africans were doing here, just like the playing of the drum, the corn rowing of ear and obia, they banned them. And because the colonial master banned them and said it's a bad thing, it trickled down into our DNA that all of these things that is of African retentions and African elements is bad. So we are still living in a a neo-colonialistic mentality where we feel that everything African and to a little extent female is a bad thing. We need to do a serious study, analytic study, on the things them that we hold fast to as bad and hold fast to as good. Because in this society, we find say bad become good and good become bad. Well, if you go in the ghetto and certain parts of Jamaica, Obia is a Obia is a terrible thing, but guess what? The same people them who don't like Obia, them cuss bad word like wow. And if you go in a certain areas, bad word is a terrible thing. But guess what? Them go to Roman Catholic Church every day and drink the blood of Jesus and eat him flesh and all these things. And them not see that as bad. For you sit down in a church and talk about, this is my flesh, eat, this is my blood, drink. In the Roman Catholic Eucharist, that them call it. Nobody see that as bad. When Father said that to the congregation. Poor people in general, you tell them about Obia. Them know why you not about Obia, but if them go to church and it no work, the pastor tell them to do this and that it no work, them run go find the Obia man. A brethren of mine, I'm not feeling if I call him name, but me now call him name to come a brethren down here. Him say, fee mother, go to Obia man to make him pass exam. Yes, I think him say it on the radio too, you know. Remember, him say it on the radio, but still I call him name. Him say, fee mother, go to the Obia man to make him pass him exam. But tell her, make him cuss all a bad word in front of her and see what happened to him. See him get some coffee that him ballhead. You understand? So, what kind of this European connection versus what is intrinsically us make we come almost schizophrenic. Our behavior is a schizophrenic behavior. Because we will readily accept what was given to us by our European masters and then now demonize what is truly we. Some of us trying to find back that Africanness, go overboard, and it becomes so aggressively rude that is intolerable and not bearable. And when we look upon what the brethren did, I wouldn't see it as rude. Because to be truthful, when a man say a so-called bad word, the listener, all him knows says a bad word. Because him don't internalize the word already and make it become bad inside of him. So him interpret it as, it's like a man say, come. To understand come, you know, is to understand the meaning of the word, but hearing it is not only hearing it, but you internalize what you hear and then act upon it. So the first point of badness is the person who interprets the word inside himself. It's not necessarily the person who said it, because the person who said it might be saying it in a good spirit. As I say, like winning a lottery. Like you go up on the road and you win the lottery, and you walk down the road and you run along the square, you know. And you start say, BC, BC, BC. Everybody going to look at your mother and police are going to lock you up. Him not lock you up because you run down the road, you know. Him will lock you up because him internalize the word. And when him internalize the word, him start to interpret the word and then arrest you if you say you use indecent language. The sayer never see it as an indecent language. The sayer see it as an exuberant outburst of him winning $200 million. That is the point where we are trying to make with this thing here. And the word can be used in many different ways. Of course, most English words can be used in many different ways. L-I-V-E is live. L-I-V is live. When do you know that you are living or alive in? When you interpret the word according to the context in which the word is used. That is how you know when the word is living or alive in. R-E-A-D is read. And then you can say read too. You can say a whole heap of words and you say, oh, the context is the foundation of the interpretation. The context. And you can't just place an interpretation based upon your belief. You have to listen to the person who is saying the word. And then now find out the context in which he's saying the word, and then you know when I say, but this man has said pure bad things are a good thing. If a man come to you and say, go and stab in your neck, you know, what part of that can be bad or good? The interpretation is not good. Because if a man say that to you, you don't have to interpret that. You just know, say, well, why stabbing, gone weird. That weird. But if a man come to you and say, me say me just win $200,000 to BC. Oh, you come to the conclusion that the man who is saying the word is saying something bad. When you that the love win the $200,000 too. And if him give you 100,000 out of it, you start to say, you really are giving me the 2 RC? Me never know say, what you kind of BC? And also to see where you find for say all words where you could have say all JC too, which is Jesus Christ. Can you hear some mother that say Jesus Christ are going to kill the boy, wait till him come and tell him to go buy soap and him go buy salt, and when him come and go and murder him? Then what kind of interpretation that? Your mother is not talking something good, or she's not. If you hear your mother go and so, when you come home, you know, and say, wait till the boy can go and murder him, you think say you want to go home, you go hide. There's no other way to interpret murder. That is a bad word. Because a word must be used according to the context in which it is used and interpreted by the person who is listening, the person who used the word. So, we just want the people them to understand that. Look more down the line, all of them things are going to come now become no conversation again, you know. No, them things are, man, I'm going to say, what till, you remember when gay didn't mean happy? You know, Dennis Brown have a tune, acting like a child, so young and gay. You have some little youth here that know and ask if Dennis Brown was a homosexual, you know. You think a joke me I make? You have some youth that listen to that tune and say, Muta, tell me something. Dennis Brown was a homosexual. Because I don't know that in at that time gay wasn't homosexual. You know, see, you have certain words now when a man I say, boy, me I tell you, you never even know say gay would have now be an outlawed word. That is say, boy, the man was a go on so gay. You know, it is really happy you want to say, you know. But it don't get interpreted by the person who has listened to the word already and start to flirt it all over the place and make it sound like say, yeah, say something terrible. So as an old man, you can't go look on a youth today and say, boy, oh, you're so gay. You're just happy, so. Which is happy you really want to say, you know, but you can't go tell him about gay. Can't go to draw a machete and chop you. And that is bad. We need to understand the thing. We need to understand it based upon who tell you that it's bad and where it come from. Firstly, we have to find out where it come from and then find out now where it come from and who tell you say the word bad. Because there's a lot of words that we use daily that is bad words that conjure up wickedness and cruelty in the consciousness and the minds of the people them. This is the Steppin razor. Who say they might talk about our language, a bastard language. Warm to the English is a bastardization of French, Latin, all of these languages. So we have to be very careful in that. But as I said before, little more from this, MUTABARUKA come by the radio and say certain word. The broadcast commission is going to just pass it. Them have a call the radio and say, what kind of word that Muta is talking about on the radio? You don't know that's a bad word? Okay. We have on the line here the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association. I hope him still on the line. Good afternoon, Mr. Speed.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good enough, you know.
Good enough.
All right. A lot of work, you know.
Lot of work?
Yeah, a lot of work.
Like tell me, like some of the work them we had, tell me.
An entire day, man, spent out there doing some functions.
Oh, yeah?
Being keynote speaker at functions, that kind of thing, all day today.
I hope you're not sleepy though, you know.
Sleepy?
Yeah, like, I hope your body, you can't go more than 4 hours, you know, sleepy.
No, man, not at all, man. I have endurance. It's not just speed.
Okay, all right. I'm glad to hear that. All right, now. You the record, I was talking about Plea now.
Mm-hmm.
Primary exit profile, exam replacing GSAT. You the record of saying something was wrong with that test. What is your view now? It's the same way have it from 2018 till now, yeah?
No, I was on record saying that we weren't ready for it.
We wasn't ready.
I don't have a serious problem with any move to get our children thinking critically.
Okay.
So that's not the issue. The issue is that I don't think that the whole system was really prepared enough for the transition from the types of questioning, the type of items that obtained in the GSAT, and to make that quick transition over to the types of items now that are placed in their assessment instruments. So
we're going to ask you now. Now it's 2019 going on to 2020. You think that what you thought that we were not ready for, you think we are near closer to be ready?
Well, every day you make another step, and I think we are closer. But I wouldn't say that we are there yet either. I mean, the children will take some time. In fact, as I outlined at that time, I believe that it should have been implemented maybe even starting from grade 1 and let that set of children come through before you give them the final thing at grade 6 to say, yes, this is the full implementation now. When they reach grade 6, I thought that would have been a plan B to that would be to say, all right, we start it at grade 4, and then we take them through that up until they reach grade 6, and then you implement. But I thought it was rushed, and I think the necessary resources were not in place.
So you don't feel say the age have anything to do with how the performance would be in terms of the intensity and of where them have to do? You don't think it would affect them age-wise?
Yeah, in fact, I thought that, and I am still thinking that we need to mix the thing with some lower-end questions, give them more of the short answers, and you mix that with the long answer type questions. I think at the age level, you want to allow the children to gradually develop, by stages before you actually put these things onto them so suddenly. But I encourage critical thinking, and I endorse the whole thing of having a little shift, but I think the shift was too big at once. Yeah.
All right. So you feel say the question them is more college level rather than age level. Like we know that the college level is more advanced. You think, say, the youth them who get in it now, the question them is too collegey, if there's such a word for them.
Yeah. We understand that on Irie and that ecology thing. Yeah, but we understand that, man. And the truth is that, as I say, you want the children to take their time to develop and to work into the different levels of questioning. And I think that the ministry knows it, that they are really struggling to come up with the right depth of knowledge. They call it the DOK, where they choose on the level of questioning. And I think they are struggling to come with the right level.
So the Teachers Association don't have nothing to do with it? I mean, you said the ministry is working. The Jamaica Teachers Association don't have nothing to do with what comes out of the proceedings.
The final say is with the ministry.
Yeah, I know that.
They
but I mean,
can agitate.
Yeah, I know the final thing is that, but you as the president and thing, the Jamaica Teachers Association do have the input into what is and what is not? We
do, to a certain extent. I mean, we can just say to them, listen, when we looked at the mock exam, for example, we looked at the mock exam and we looked at the results. In fact, they were trying to hide even some of those results. In fact, the grade 4 mock exam results are still not out after maybe a year and a half, maybe near to 2 years.
Why is that? Why that?
Because I don't think that it was favorable to them. Because the level of questioning, the items that they set were maybe just too far advanced for the children at the time.
Well, that's why I did ask if you think the level of questions.
They have made some adjustments.
It's more like college question rather than age questions.
Yeah, well, even though we have that concern, and the children, when they sit the exams, they complain that the things were much too difficult. In fact, it was just recently I was saying to the ministry that I believe that they still should look at not merging the scores for 2 tests, because what they have done, what they did the last time, was to merge the scores for the performance task and the curriculum-based test. The main problem is the performance task, because the children will manage the other tests. Like the first test that will come up in February, that's the mental ability.
Yeah.
That's similar to the one to mental ability that we did in our day at school.
Yeah. So when you suggest this to the ministry, what them say?
Well, sometimes they're a bit too stubborn for even their own good and for the good of the children sometimes. But we agitate and we get them to adjust and reshape items and that kind of thing. They have a PEP committee that they put in place, and we have people from our side on the committee as well, and we try as much as possible to get them to shape and to reshape the items to bring them to the level of the children, because that is the only fair way to go in testing.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you, go back to the result that is not published. You really, like yourself, believe it's because the results is not favorable to what the government expected.
Yes, I honestly think that, and the only way to prove me wrong is to publish it.
To publish it.
Yes.
And
that has not been published.
And the Jamaica Teachers Association don't have no clout to say, do this now, or I mean, you make another move. You don't have no power, no strength to declare that as a Teachers Association, since it's a teachers.
That we want them. That we want the results.
Yeah.
Well, we will make that clear. We made it clear already, but we'll make it a bit clearer. Maybe they want to hear it louder. I don't know.
When you say louder, what you mean? Like what? You use a microphone?
But the truth is that they will hear me again on it, because I believe that if the teachers teach, the teachers want to know how well they are doing. Even though if you set the exam out of the reach of the children in terms of the difficulty of the items, then you're really pushing the teachers into the ground too.
But this bring to mind now a thing where you start to make young children feel like them not doing good. If you start to give them university questions at a certain age, them can't fulfill that. It make them feel.
You don't want it to be like a force-ripe banana. You want to like it come to maturity and come to maturity by stages.
Yeah.
And so the performance task, as I say, is the main challenge. In fact, I suggested to them that they should have done away with the performance task by itself and maybe incorporate it with the curriculum-based test in a sense, in the sense that you would limit the items, the performance task type items, the long answers, kind of university, as you put it, type items, kind of reduce those and make a higher percentage of what the children are used to, because these children who are in the primary school now, they are used to coming up with a system where they do a lot of the short answers, multiple choice kind of item. And so I think they should gradually move with maybe just even say 20% of the items being that type and 80% being the short answer. We suggested that kind of thing to them. I think we suggested 75% to 25%.
Just get a message here. Them said the results were sent to the schools. You know of that?
The grade 4 results?
Yeah, the one, I think it is the one that you said not sent.
Okay, but that took a very long time, over a year. And
no, but you said it was up to
I wouldn't say that it's not true, because I'm not at school since September. As when you are serving as the president of the JTA, you are not at school for that year. So,
but you sound definitive.
That would have been a very long time, and we were calling for that result to come out for a very long time.
No, when you say it a while ago, it sounded like there was no doubt in your mind that it was after a year them still not send it. No, we get a message here say it was sent to the schools. And you don't know that.
I will verify that, because I am not sure.
You're not
but
sure.
I would say it's not true.
Okay.
But up to the point where I demitted officers and went off on secondment, and that was in September.
You don't know if it's sent.
It was not there.
So you don't know if it's sent then?
I don't know.
But you say you didn't know. So you say no, you don't know. You say you didn't know. You say it was saying I know. You say you don't know.
No, well, I'm saying that I can't deny. I can't.
You can't deny what was told to me now.
That they didn't send it after my last time of querying about it.
And when was the last time you queried about it?
That was when I was at my school.
When?
As the principal.
Not where you was.
And I queried it in August. I queried it back in September. Okay. It wasn't sent yet. So I don't know.
Alright, so let me ask you something now. Why them change the thing from GSAT to PEP? What is the advantage or the disadvantage of changing it?
I really don't want to speak for them, but in the main, they are saying they want the children to be thinking critically, so they have shifted from the type of items that would be like multiple choice. And there's some merit to it, because sometimes the children will guess and put in just shade in something. So there's some merit to it, but you have to move gradually. That was our concern, that you have to move gradually and ensure that the teachers have the resources to carry out the actual teaching. I mean, the change of curriculum requires that the teachers would have to teach with some technology and use videos and some of these things. Some schools really don't have internet. Some schools don't have the what you call the projectors, and these things. So some of those things were not put in place. Some schools don't even. When they moved from GSAT to PEP, we were struggling to get even workbooks on the market to carry the new curriculum. When they were about to change, the teachers didn't have any curriculum guide at all. So, as to what to teach and that kind of thing. At the point when they were about to make the change.
So let me ask you a question. What would be your timeline to say this is a justified time that them can now switch? Because you sound like you say the time is too short, you sound like say the youth them, you know, the thing too big for them. What is it that you say would be necessary, or the length of time you say it would be necessary for really say, okay, it's ready to go on now?
At the outset, I told them that you should start the thing at grade 1 at the outset. So, which means that would take you 5-6 years, 4-5-6 years, because by the reach grade 4, then you could start the first leg of it, and then grade 5 and grade 6. So it would take you to do the final leg at grade 6. So it would take you between 3 to 6 years. And they just didn't wait, because clearly they had a push to do it. They had a conviction. I don't know where it came from, but it came. And they just didn't.
So them not consider the Teachers Association none at all? It's not like them not consider none at all?
No, I wouldn't say that, because we have had them make some significant changes.
Yeah.
So to it, and even with the invigilation for this year, there's going to be a change too, where last year the one class teachers, the class teachers of the students, were the invigilators for the exam. This year, that is going to change, and that has come out of our push to have that change. So they don't disregard us. We are in it, and we have dialogue with them. We have monthly meetings with them, and we discuss the matters, and we're trying to iron out everything. So
all right. When you say monthly meeting, this is coming from GIS. PEP results for grades 4 and 5 out soon. Results from the recent primary exit profile PEP examinations for grades 4 and 5 will be made available to schools on September the 13th and October the 4th, respectively. This announcement was made by the Minister who responsibility for education, youth and information, the Honorable Carl Samuda, at the Ministry's annual Back to School press conference held in the Ministry's conference room at National Hero Circle on Thursday, August the 29th.
August 29, 2019.
Yeah, you didn't know about this?
Yeah, man, we heard about that. The grade 4 mock exam result that I am talking about, I want to tell you that I am not too sure that is out at all, you know. Maybe the grade 4 result that they are talking about is the last one here.
So you say September...
But that's a different thing from the mock exam.
No, wait, you confuse me now. Watch out. You talk about something where you say... You say...
Let me straighten it out.
Alright, you say...
Let me straighten the confusion out.
Yeah.
There was a mock exam that was done in June 2018.
Yeah.
Up to the point when I was leaving my school at the end of August 2019. That result didn't come. The mock exam I'm talking about, not the exam itself, the mock exam.
Okay.
So whomever posted that, and we asked for that repeatedly, and that just didn't come. So I am kind of surprised to hear that mock exam result came out. I don't
but
think
you are suggesting
even to know.
No, you are suggesting. I have
not gotten any information that mock exam, grade 4 mock exam result from 2018 has come out at all.
Hold on there.
There is a new exam now that they did in 2019 in June for the grade 4, right? And grade 5 as well. Those might have been out now. But I'm telling you about the mock exam that they were trying to see how well the children would do.
But this has a 2019.
In 20, yes.
So you are talking about a mock exam and say it don't come out yet. The reason why you want it to come out is because you feel say the student never do good.
Yeah, that's not the only reason.
No. So that was 2018 we are talking about.
Yeah, I would love it to I would love to have that result so that the teachers.
No, wait. Which result you want? Which result you? The one from 2018 or the one this year?
No, the one for this year is already out.
Okay.
From all that I know so far. That's the one for 2019 that they did in June 2019. That result is out.
Okay.
But I'm saying that before that.
Yeah, you're talking about the one 2018, the mock exam.
Yes. Just for us to have a guide as to where the children are and so on. And I'm saying that, and because they were in the public space, saying that they were very ready for PEP, and they did the mock exam, and the results should have come. They didn't publish that one at all, and I'm suspecting that the reason they didn't publish that is because it didn't come out too favorably.
So how did the students do in this one now where we are talking about that or now?
Well, I have not looked at it. I have not analyzed it because.
But that come out. Suppose, Mr. B, how you not analyze it yet, and it come out from way over the top, way up in the year, so.
It came out from when? From September, October.
It come out the grade 5 students test.
October.
Them say September, October.
September, October.
Yeah.
And we are not even in the middle of. We are just.
It no matter. We saw each at December.
But I'm saying to you that if I was at my school, then I would see the results, and I could be saying to you, well.
Oh, so you're not at school then, so you're not going to see the result.
Hello.
That is what I said. So you're not at school, so you don't see the result.
No, I've not seen that result.
Yeah, but you see, if you're going to be something, say it not do good, them never do good in a mark result, and you don't see these results, or you know them never do good in these results.
No, I'm not saying that they didn't do good in these results.
But you're not them do good neither because you base it up off of something you never see.
But that's what I'm saying, that I didn't see these results.
No, what may I say? You say that if you didn't see the mark results, you could have verified good or bad. But the reason why the government don't release the mark result is because them know say it's not satisfying.
I suspect that.
So all right. So now we have one and now. We have one and now what happened this year, and you still never see this one neither.
Which one? This result?
Yeah.
For this year?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it so well.
Yeah. This year you never see it.
Yes. No, I've not seen that yet. But we'll have a time to look at that. In fact, we haven't gotten a full result from the ministry. It has not been sent to the JTA. They normally send them to the schools. And it's out of what the feedback we get from our members that we can determine how well the children did.
So when you're going to look on the results this year, when you're going to look on them? Next year? Hello? Yeah, when you're going to look on the results that this year? Next year?
No, we'll try to find some time before the term is out.
No, but you say you're going to try and find some time and then know if you don't have the time yet and the year soon done, next year when you come, you're going to say, but we didn't see the ones, the mock result, nor the one that came out in September. But
Mota, listen to me carefully now. We didn't see the ones for the year before because it wasn't published any at all.
Yes.
So we can't see what is not published.
Yes, so just one, but you don't see the one we published neither.
Yes?
But you don't see the one we published neither.
But because it was just published recently.
Yeah, but you say you're going to try and find the time to see it before the year done.
But there are so many things that we have doing that we can't tell you that as soon as something is published. And the next thing is that when they publish these results, they send them to schools. So unless we have some challenges with what is happening in the school and we request them, they don't just send them to the JTA like that.
But them send it to the school, them.
Yes. And so we'll get a feedback. But
you know they are the school to find out about it.
And we have our different half-yearlies and so on. That's how we get our feedback. Sometimes we can't go into the schools to take them out, and we can't go to the ministry to tell them, oh, you must give it to us.
But it was sent to the schools. It was sent to the schools. But it was sent to the schools.
Yes, that's
and even when it goes to the school, you don't see it yet.
You're not getting me.
No, I get what you're saying.
They were sent to the school, right?
Yes.
And we have to wait on the feedback from the schools. That feedback is not just going to come in 1 week or 2 weeks.
No, I understand that, but you don't see none of it. So that means you can't see it until they make an assessment right then. That is what you're saying.
Until?
You cannot look at it until they make an assessment of it.
Right, because that's how they send them. They send them to the schools and they send them in their emails. It's not like they send them. They copy some hard copies and send them, and I can say, okay, print 2 of those and
welcome to the technology.
Send them to us. It's not like that.
Yeah.
So it will take some time, and I mean, you have to give us and be reasonable with us.
Like when you say, like say time, like when you talk about time, when you talk about. When you say time, when you talk about.
Last month, you see Monday gone here, we put on one of the biggest education symposium that has ever taken place in this hemisphere. We put it on Monday. And
yeah, but the results in the email, them can't find that in the big symposium.
They what?
The results are in the emails. They have a big symposium and them still can't come to nothing about it because you don't ever see it.
No, the symposium has a theme. And the theme this year was instructional planning. It wasn't about looking at evaluating results.
No, I never say we're going to evaluate it at the thing. I'm saying that how weird it is that you could have a big symposium to talk about something else and something in your email or in the teachers' them email and them still can't come to no understanding about it yet until next year. It's going to happen next year.
Those things are done on a local level first. So the schools do their thing first. They look at them, they assess, and then they come up with their conclusions.
So we are talking about next year then, next year before we know.
Get ahead of the schools to do that.
And so we are talking about next year. Next year before you can know exactly what is what, right?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I said that.
No.
You don't agree with me then?
No, I can't tell you that we're saying next year. We are saying that we are getting feedback as we go to our half-yearly meetings and we go to...
Half-yearly meetings gone already?
No, they are not gone. We have half-yearly meetings tomorrow. We have
then that's not half-yearly.
Council meeting on Saturday.
That's not half-yearly, Bridget. At the 11th month we line now.
Yeah, but no, you have to understand what... You have to understand it.
Yeah, me understand, say it kind of schizophrenic.
No. You have to understand the system, Muta. If you call me on your show to talk about something, and I'm trying to show you how the system works.
Yeah, but me I try to figure out how it works. It don't mean it's true. You try to show me how it works. We must agree with how it works.
No, I'm not saying that you must agree, but I'm just telling you how it works. So it's not about what you think is half.
It's how it works.
It's what is no one. You have different years for different organizations.
I understand.
So a year starts at a different time for different associations.
Yeah, and your one starts at 11th month. Your half year starts at 11th month.
Go on in the main in November.
Yeah. It sounds like when I hear Mr. China say they must fire the permanent secretary. I don't know how you're going to fire a permanent secretary. You should have changed the name then.
Who?
It's all right.
Who's the fire permanent secretary?
You never say they must fire the permanent. I say you have to figure out the name first before you say you're going to fire a permanent secretary, because I thought that permanent mean permanent. So... But
you have some acting permanent secretaries.
Yeah.
So permanent...
That will show how schizophrenic it is. That show you how schizophrenic it is. You're going to have your half-yearly meeting in the 11th month.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's not our 11th month. All right?
It's the public 11th month.
When is the financial year? When it starts?
April.
All right, thank you. So when would be the half yearly?
No, the financial year. They never said the year. They said financial year.
When would be the half of the year for them?
Anyway, we have to move now, Bridget. We have to move. We have to move. All right, check me. I'm going to call you next year to find out if you get an overview.
We'll deal with it before next year.
But I can't call you in the Christmas because I will be busy. I cannot read it.
You deal with Christmas, you're not dealing with any Christmas.
You know. You know. I never say I deal with Christmas, you know. No, you see, your schizophrenic. You're schizophrenic now. I say I'm going to call you in the Christmas and you ask if me deal with Christmas. Me never say me deal with Christmas. I'm going to call you in the Christmas. I don't understand this, man.
I understand you very
I tell the man, say I go call him in the Christmas and he ask if me deal with Christmas.
No, I'm just asking you, man.
I don't deal with Christmas, but I'm going to call you in the Christmas.
In my Christmas.
I don't know who for Christmas. I say I'm going to call you in the Christmas. Don't miscue up my things. I'll miscue up what me say.
Mota.
Anyway, next year I'm going to call you.
Mota.
Yes.
The last time you came to Michael when I was a student there, you know.
Yes, sir.
I made a presentation there.
All the while.
And I never forget that presentation, you know.
And it was very inspiring, I hope.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I understand one thing, and no, anytime you're ready.
No, I'm going to call you next year for about the same subject.
All right.
I'm going to call you about the same subject to find out what is happening there. Because apparently...
The important thing, though, Mota...
The left hand not telling what the right hand is doing.
Yeah, the important point is that I think we're not quite there yet in terms of
yes, I hear you say that.
Everything in place. But we are a little better than where we started.
Where we was before, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
That's an important point to note.
Okay, sir. Thank you for participating in this interview.
Take care of yourself.
And I hope you have a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. Okay.
And you too, man. Hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, okay, sir.
And a Happy New Year.
Yes, okay. That was Owen Speed, President of the Jamaican Teachers Association. We're talking about this pep thing. Pep. Okay. Courtney.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me say your time, bro. You just turn up over me, suffer, man.
The man say more if you celebrate Christmas in a song.
But me never talk about celebrate. Me say, me go check it back in a Christmas. Whatever tell me say, you don't celebrate Christmas. I mean, what kind of fool is this that?
Right, you say Kwanzaa,
No, it's Christmas. I'm going to check him back in Christmas. After Christmas, I'm going to check him back after Christmas.
Yeah.
Them do have Christmas.
Yeah.
They don't check him back after Christmas.
I'm not expecting you to say that.
No, me not business where I expect. That is why when I say BC, and a man look at me and I say a bad word that, I don't know where I get that from.
Yeah, I say before Christ.
I don't know where I get that from. I say BC, suppose I say JC.
You're at school, you talk about
it. Jesus Christ, would I talk about it? See it, I don't be sure you. I don't be sure you got a Jamaican college. Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney. Could you kindly please leave my C studio?
Your C studio?
Yes. My JC studio. Okay. You know, we just talked about the Grammy a while ago. Everybody hear me out, me that out mass manipulation by steel pulse. And then we hear Third World come with an album. I hope people don't know that the album where Sly and Robbie them do the final clash, or the final something like that with Roots Radix and Sly. It's done a Ocho it make. Our people don't know it's a studio in there, you know. Island Village. Island Village, I think is Ringo Starr, the son of the drummer for the Beatles. I think it's him control the studio along there, so. It's done let make with a portion of artists. It's one of the wickedest combinations, and I don't say wicked because it's a bad one. People could interpret it different nowadays. Anyway, I want to, because I think I did write on all of the artists. As a matter of fact, I did a plan, say after 5 I'd play a track from each of the 5 album them. And I know a lot of people don't know the Sly and Robbie album. We have been playing the Mass Manipulation by Steel Pulse, but yet still it's not a very popular album out here. Because sometimes people hear this album and I wonder, where them album they come from? I mean, them hear coffee every minute and a day, so them I say, yes, coffee. Third World just come with for them album the other day, but you know, it's a nice album. Julian Marley, most people don't even know that Julian Marley have an album. But we're going to feature the album, a track from each of the album them, as soon as we can get this thing together. But we want to play this, and we've been trying to play it since 4 o'clock. We've been trying to play this album from 4 o'clock, you know. And we're going to find and play it, you know. You could have deal it, go and play this tune, yeah. It go and play. All right, so I could see if we can play this thing, yeah, right now and see what will happen.